What's up guys, Hudson here. I just wanted to talk to you about a couple things that you may want to know before you dive into Dark Souls 3. Basically I'm going to start with a couple basic things. This whole video is going to relate to matchmaking, how it works, briefly, and then I'm going to get into more advanced stuff like the level caps when you want to stop putting points into each of your categories when you level up. So, if you're new to the game, the way matchmaking works excuse me, the way matchmaking works is the player who needs help will consume one of these embers right here. And you loot these throughout the game. You also get them for beating each boss. Um, yeah. So you consume one of those and it'll increase your health and you'll be able to see these little white summon signs for other players to be able to summon people to help you in your game. There'll usually be a ton of them right before boss fights. So that's that. And then if you're wanting to help somebody else and get some embers for yourself by killing bosses, you want to buy this white sign soapstone from the merchant in your starting area at Firelink Shrine. It costs 1,500 souls and it's available really early on. I don't think there's any prerequisites for it, but there may be. If they are, they're within the first couple areas. It won't be hard to get. So you need that, and you just activate that, and wherever you activate it is where your sign will be. Like your sign is going to be there for other people. Now, the way the matchmaking works, as far as like when you're trying to help somebody, when somebody's helping you, is somebody can't join you if they are over plus or minus 10 levels from you. So if you were 11 levels above or below me, you would not be able to join my game. Uh, the only thing that disregards this is if you use the network password matching. This is how you play with your buddies. You just set a password and you can join each other's game via the same system. It's just it'll restrict it down to whoever's on that password. So that completely disregards the levels as far as matchmaking. So if I was 47 helping my buddy at level 15, I would be scaled down to level 15. My stats would. All right, and that's pretty much that. Just real quick, I want to start on what I'd recommend for starting classes. I'd really recommend the Knight or the Pyromancer. The reason I'd mostly say the Knight is the Knight starts with a great set of armor. Mostly it starts with a 100% damage absorption shield. So if you have stamina and you block an attack, you won't take any damage as long as it's not a big heaping enemy or anything. And it starts with a great weapon too. And the reason I'd say pick the Pyromancer if not the Knight is because the Pyromancer and the Knight both have the lowest starting luck stat. So, well, I guess besides that last one, whatever it's called, the one that doesn't start with any armor, I forget what it's called. But if you want to start with any gear whatsoever, pick the Knight or the Pyromancer because they both have the lowest starting luck stat, and luck isn't that valuable in this game because in Dark Souls 2, if you were to, let's say you were farming an item, you're just killing the same enemies over and over and resetting the area and just keep killing them. Eventually, the enemies would stop respawning. I think it was around, if you killed them 7 times, they wouldn't show up anymore. That's no longer the case in Dark Souls 3, so you can just keep killing the same guys, and if you don't have as much luck, the drop rate will be lower, but you can always keep killing them, and you'll keep getting souls as well. So I really don't see that much reason in putting anything into luck, unless if you want to, you can. I, that's just what I wouldn't do. All right, I guess I'm gonna move into the level caps, all the soft caps for all you advanced guys that are really wanting to build a good character for PvP or whatever. So this only matters in terms of, see, you want to level your character to high level, but you don't want to just keep leveling forever and ever because of the plus or minus 10 level matchmaking thing. If you're at level 756, chances are you're not gonna run into that many other people online. So let's start with endurance. So endurance, you actually want to stop putting points in endurance right at, I believe, 40. Yes, 40. The difference between, just to put things into a perspective for you, the difference between 40 endurance and 99 endurance is only uh, 10 regular endurance points, 10 level endurance points. So 10 regular endurance points. So 10 regular endurance points. So 10 endurance points. 10 level endurance points. So 10 regular endurance points. 10 level endurance points. 10 regular endurance points. So 10 endurance points. 10 level endurance points. So So yeah, that's not worth it. You're leveling almost 50 levels above for 10 stat points. So you want to stop your endurance at right at 40. Now your strength, dexterity, and your faith, all of those have two soft caps. You want to stop, uh, you either want to stop at 40 or 60 for, again, strength, dexterity, and faith. Uh, One thing to note is your strength will keep giving you a really good physical defense all the way to level 40, but after level 40, it starts to drop off. You start to, you'll still get your damage, but the physical damage reduction starts to drop off after level 40. And again, you really want to stop at 60 again for strength, dexterity, and faith. That's where there's just really not that much of a point in putting any points into it as long as you want to matchmake with other players. All right, now your Vigor. One thing to note is that 27 Vigor puts you right smack at 1,000 health, which is, it's a nice even number to have your health at if you're not wanting to get your guy too high. And then uh, at level 50 at Vigor, you'll have 1,300 health, and you want to stop right at 50 if you even want to go that high. But yeah, so 23 more points gets you 300 more health. So that's not that much, but that's you want to stop at 50 again. Now your attunement, you definitely it's actually pretty low. You actually really want to stop at around 35 as far as uh, that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck as far as your magic bar, because attunement gives you your FP. And the last attunement, it also gives you your slots for your spells. I think it's every like 6 or 7 attunement points you get a spell slot. The last one before 35 is 30. I guess the next one may be at 37, 38, not too much higher. I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm sorry about that. And what else we got left? Intelligence. Intelligence, I believe, I'm not sure about this one because I don't have an intelligence character. I don't have a character with any intelligence in it. I want to say it's 40 to 60, same as strength, dexterity, and faith. I only say that because the other three are like that, and they're all, they're all mostly offensive stats. So yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna go over the soft caps one more time just so you have it in your head. For Vigor, either 27 or 50. For Attunement, 35. Your faith, strength, and dexterity, you either want to do 40 or 60. Again, strength at 40 is right around when you stop losing your physical defense. Uh, yeah. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys. See you next time. That was awesome.